Hello everyone, welcome back to Things Done Change. I'm to you as Papa, and today's video is about Micheal Shellberger witness report called Immaculate Constellation. It was presented to Congress hearing on the UAP, the Anomalous Phenomenon hearing that just passed on November 13th, called Exposing the Truth, and it had Admiral Galante, I know I'm butchering his name, and Lou Elizondo, Micheal Shellberger, and Michael Gold. Was it this last week? And we're gonna go over the witness report on the Immaculate Constellation. I find it very interesting, and I want to hear what you guys think in the comments about this report. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with it. If not, I'm gonna leave a link in the description so you guys can check it out. But I'm just gonna briefly summarize it and go over it because I find it kind of interesting. And it's basically about Micheal Shellberger has a witness that, he's keeping, kind of under wraps. He hasn't presented. That's kind of that found a report that was in the executive office on UAPs and pretty much unacknowledged special access programs that the government have and that they've been running. And it's been reports on this on an internal investigation on UAPs and their technology, which they call technologies of unknown origins, TUOs, and non-human intelligence, NHIs. I'm sure everyone is familiar with that abbreviation. The investigation was under in response to urgent, credible threats to public good safety of the United States and provided Congress through the UAP whistleblower program established by the FY23 National Defense Authorization Act. And this is basically the introduction. The results of the investigation are deeply disturbing. Elements of this executive branch have conspired to prevent the legislation branch from exercising its lawful power of governance with respect to the UAP and 2UO, which is technologies of unknown origins, and NHI's issues. The information provided by this author strongly suggests that the U.S. executive branch has been managing UAPs and NHI's issues with Congress, with congressional knowledge, oversight, or authorization for some time, quite possibly decades. The criminal conspiracy keeps the elected government of the United States and its civilians ignorant to profound discoveries and dire threats originating from the existence of UAPs and NHIs and their technology. So basically, they're just going over about how it's been pretty much kept from the public and the government. There's certain programs that's not even letting the executive branch know in the public, and they're deliberately doing this. Ambiguous evidence demonstrating the reality of UAPs, NHIs, and 2UOs has been made available to Congress by multiple independent UAP whistleblowers. So basically, whistleblowers has been coming forward. Basically what it's saying, the document is but not one item of evidence brought to Congress, but much more exists, hopefully will be made available. And this public version of the report information is organized into several categories of evidence, including an unacknowledged special access program, which is called USAP, imagery, intelligence, which is IMINT, and human intelligence, which is HUMINT, and signal intelligence, which is SIGNIT. These are the abbreviations. And USG, which is United States Government Bureaucracy Records, USG, Bureaucracy Records, and other sensitive resources. All information in this report is derived from access to non-public information. So basically, all of this information is coming from government. It's not from civilians or anything. So basically, it's the government's information. It's all of the info that's going to be presented is not coming forth from anybody that's been in the public or civilian or any type of reports like that. is basically government reports and government instruments and government surveillance. Section 2, Unacknowledged Special Access Program, Immaculate Constellation. I'm going to show you guys. This is section, this is still page 1. Here it is. Let's see if you guys can see. Okay. Immaculate Constellation is an unacknowledged special access program established following the public disclosure of ATIP and OSAP program by Lou Elizondo in 2017. Upon disclosure to Congress, it was determined that this USAP and its collateral information had been lawfully reported to Congress. Immaculate Constellation primary mission is collecting imagery intelligence on unidentified aerial phenomena, UAP, and ARV reproduction vehicles, which they didn't put ARV. They didn't put the abbreviations, but from what I've learned, ARVs from, I think Stephen Greer said ARVs are alien reproduction vehicles, but they didn't put it in the report. And RVs are reproduction vehicles. So reproduction vehicles are basically pretty much government made, or one of these aerospace companies are making them, but they just put ARV. They left out the alien reproduction vehicle /RV and just put reproduction vehicle. Utilizing tasked and untasked U.S. military intelligence sources as part of a network of SAPs linked to non-human intelligence and UAP technologies. Immaculate Constellation acts as a nexus for collecting, analyzing, and disseminating intelligence on the activities, capabilities, and locations of anomalous aerospace threats that originate from foreign or unidentified sources. The intelligence within the Immaculate Constellation program primarily consists of high-quality imagery, intelligence, and collateral measures, signatures, intelligence of UAP and ARV within Earth's atmosphere. The collection platforms involved are a blend of tasked and untasked capabilities in low Earth orbit, LEO, the upper atmosphere, military and civilian aviation altitude, maritime environments. Immaculate Constellation pays particular attention to anomalous aerospace platforms that have been developed through the study or acquisition of technologies unknown origins by foreign nations or unknown entities. UAPs and ARV/RVs, signatures preferred operating areas known to the program, enabling a degree of strategic awareness and warning. Finally, Immaculate Constellation shows that UAP and ARV/RVs are operating around the globe, often in close proximity to sensitive foreign assets and locations. The categorization of Immaculate Constellation as a parent USAP with various child SAPs. So Immaculate Constellation is like the main umbrella, and they have various special access program beneath them. It's basically, that's what they're about to say. Under its umbrella, indicating a high level of compartmentalization and secrecy. In effect, Immaculate Constellation serves as a central or parent USAP that consolidates observations, UAPs, and ARVs activities detected by tasked and untasked collections platform. Sophisticated internal information security controllers are a major part of the Immaculate Constellation. Programs which enforces compartmentalized by detecting, quarantining, and transferring UAPs and RV tech imagery collected indicates before they are circulated within the military intelligence enterprise. So basically, they're collecting everything. In the conclusion, Immaculate Constellation shows that the USG, United States government, is not only aware of UAPs and TUOs, technology of unknown origins, in foreign states, to efforts to replicate UAPs and TUOs capabilities. The data within Immaculate Constellation reveals the capacity of the U.S. Armed Services and military intelligence community to detect, task, identify, and engage anomalous transmedium platforms. Immaculate Constellations are demonstrated the extent capability to detect, quarantine, transfer UAPs, RVs, collect incidents before they are observed and circulated within the the military intelligence enterprise, partially explaining why many otherwise cleared members of the military and IC are unaware of UAPs. So basically, they like getting their hands on everything first before anyone else. Finally, the existence of Immaculate Constellation provide verifiable evidence of the witting participation by elements of the U.S. Armed Services, Defense Civil Services, and the intelligence community in the global surveillance and reconnaissance mission tasked for monitoring UAPs and ARVs. So basically, they Immaculate Constellation, they getting their hands on everything first, like UFO crashes or information, like they're surveilling it across the world, and they have like special access program beneath them, and they're keeping it away from the public. And I don't think nobody will make this up, especially someone that's in the government. Even if, let's say, for example, Michael Shellberger's witness, let's say he's making this all up. There's thousands of reports of people, civilians coming out. There's also thousands of, not thousands, but hundreds of whistleblowers that's come forth. David Grush, one of them, that has come forward. There's another one that I can't remember his name, and he came out on the SALT. If anyone's familiar with the SALT, what was it, like a gathering or event that they had? It was a colonel. This man is like some high-ranking guys, and these guys are not gonna come out and just make this stuff up if it's not true. I'm just saying an example if this wasn't real. It's too many people in high-level positions that's coming forth and blowing a whistle on this stuff. The second section is basically about United States government imagery intelligence. Basically, they're just talking about like how they have different imageries on how they survey UAP. That's pretty much what section 2 is about. And then they have, which means like section 2 is basically about the sensor, the equipment, and basically detecting the UAPs. For example, they have a sitcom cube formation of a metallic orb. Now, this is a report that what the sensors was picking up. This is just one example. One USG network, United States government network, there exists daytime FMV and daytime FLIR, which is forward-looking infrared footage of a formation of 12 metallic orbs skimming the ocean surface at high speeds before disappearing in multiple directions. The rapid, agile maneuver of the metallic orbs were incompatible with known aerospace vehicles and were between 3 to 6 meters in diameter. In the opening segment of this footage, the 12 metallic orbs flew in a tight cube formation. The metallic orbs were in 3 vertical square formations of 4 each, arranged in a 3-pronged configuration, creating the illusion of a cube at a distance. All the orbs are white hot against the black cold ocean in the flare footage. So it's basically like infrared that they're viewing this. And each sphere created a faint atmospheric distortion both around itself and as a heat shimmer contrail. The metallic orbs moved in this cube formation over the ocean for some time before rapidly breaking formation at pairs. The sensors platform lost track of most of the metallic orbs as they ascended in altitude and accelerated in speed, but maintained observation on the pair of metallic orbs continuing the original trajectory of the large formation. So basically, it captured these orbs, these UFOs skimming across the ocean. And there's different instances or cases that they're putting in the report that show these UAPs on their equipment. Now, if you go to the link that I'm gonna put in the description, you can go read the rest of these. I'm not gonna read them all. I'm gonna just read that one. And then there's another one, the Defense Human Intelligence Report. Now this section, which is section 3, sorry y'all. Now this part is about humans that's reported. Section 2 was about the equipment picked up. Now this section is about humans, which is in the military that picked up, not civilians. Now, I'm going to read one of them. The common UAP UFO shape observed in the defense human data are spears, disc, or saucers, oval or tic-tac, triangle, boomerang, or arrowhead, irregular or organic. Hold on, y'all. I'm just looking at the another case that a humans observed. Okay, now this was another instance that happened. A large disc using clouds as a concealment. And then intelligence vessels positioned to collect the reproduction vehicle. On USG networks, there exists infrared footage of an imagery of a group of vessels engaged in a Cygna and a Massig collection at night. Now that's not the one I was trying to get you guys to that I was trying to read to you guys. Where is it? Okay. Here's the one that a human reported. Where personnel, not a civilian, someone that was in the military. Close encounter of CVN flight deck personnel while on active duty in the Pacific flight deck. Personnel working night duty experienced a close encounter with a spherical UAP of medium-large size. One flight deck crew observed a small orange-red spear maneuvering at high altitudes above the CVN. It doesn't say what CVN mean. I'm assuming it's some type of aircraft carrier or something, or some type of ship. Shortly after first observation, the UAP rapidly descends from high altitude to a position directly above the flight deck of the CVN. Height approximately about 100 to 200 yards that it was away from it. The UAP maintained high altitude, matching speed with the underway CVN for an uncertain period. The observing personnel reported altered perception of time during the close encounter. The UAP appeared to emanate soft orange-red light, which bizarrely did not illuminate the ocean, which is weird, or the flight deck of the CVN, despite the vessel's appearance of intense luminescent. The surface of the UAP was observed to be dynamic, roiling like the surface of the sun. The UAP took no reported action during the encounter, only maintained a close in proximity to the CVN. After an uncertain period, the UAP suddenly shot into the air, disappearing at a point of high altitude. The CVN observing personnel felt as if they snapped out of a trance, in the sense of profound unease. The incident report included within not noting the CVN had not responded in any way to what was perceived as hostile interception by the UAP. So personnel on one of these ships seen the UAP bouncing around the sky, and then it came down close to the ship and maintained the speed with the ship. And the people that was observing it felt like some kind of trance or an unease or some type of time distortion. and then it shot off. It didn't do anything to them. That was one of like, 3 or 4 reports that was made as far as human observation. So they have equipment observation of UAPs, and now they got human personnel, military reporting of UAPs. And pretty much this report is pretty much 11. It's not that long. It's only 11 pages. I'm not gonna read too much else, but I think it's pretty good. I think it's pretty interesting. I think it's true. I don't think it's fake. There's been so many stories that the same people pretty much saying the same thing. The ships give some type of time distortion, y'all. And I don't think people making this stuff up. The video 20 minutes long. I made it too long. I didn't mean to make it that long. I just want to hear what you guys thought. Do you think this guy, whistleblower, that Micheal Shellberger is telling the truth, or he's just somebody that's not telling the truth? Did he not see this report in the executive branch? And if so, let me know in the comments what you guys think. If you've read the report, I'm going to leave it in the comments so you guys could take a look. If you haven't read the report, and then you could come back and possibly leave a comment on what you guys think. And that's pretty much it. I'll catch you guys in the next video. If you're new here, please like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.